problem 57. Let's look at this problem. Of all the flashlights in a large shipment, 50% have a defective bulb, 10% have a defective battery, and 5% have both defects. If you purchase one of the flashlights in this shipment, find the probability that it has the following. So let's first define the sets according to the categories. Right now, we have the two categories in this problem. One is the defective bulb, right? Another one is the defective battery. So let me just, so this is the page 289 and the problem 57. So let B be the event defective bulb. Okay, and that the Y be the event defective battery. Okay, so B the event that you get a defective bulb, and Y is event that you get a defective battery. Now let's go back to the problem. It says 15% have a defective bulb, right? So the probability of getting a defective bulb is the 50%. So the probability of B, this is equal to the 15%. Then the problem says 10% have the defective battery. So the probability of Y is equal to the 10%, right? Now, 5% have both defects. Have both is the union or intersection. Intersection, right? If I want to use the B and the Y, these two variables, to describe this event, then that should be the intersection of the B and the Y, and this is equal to the 5%. Okay, these are all knowns. Now let's go to the problem, part A. We need to find the probability that it has the defective bulb or a defective battery. So without the word "or" means the union, right? So we need to find the probability of B union Y. Okay, and we have the rule for this, and this is equal to the probability of B plus the probability of Y and minus the probability of B intersection Y. And then let's plug in the values. We have the 15% plus the 10% and minus the 5%. So 15 minus 5 you get 10. 10 plus 10 you have 20. So finally you get 20%. All right. Now let's look at the part B. A good bulb or a good battery. So it's a defect-free bulb and defect-free battery. Tell me, for a good bulb, how can I express this event in terms of the B and Y? B prime, right? That is complement of this defective bulb. So that should be the B prime. This is the good bulb. Okay? And similarly, a good battery, that should be the Y prime. So this is good. Battery. Then it says a good bulb or a good battery. So that should be the union of these two complements. Right? We have the B prime union Y prime. Now, next step, tell me what rule or law should I use? De Morgan's law, right? We should use the De Morgan's law, and we know this guy is equal to the complement of the B intersection Y. So right now, we already know the probability of the B intersection Y. So then we can use the rule 6 to find the probability of its complement. So that means the probability of the B prime union Y prime, and this is equal to the probability of the complement B intersection Y, and this guy is equal to 1 minus the probability of B intersection Y. And this guy is equal to 1 minus 5%. And this is equal to 95%. Right? So this is the part B. Now let's look at the part C. A good bulb and a good battery. And means the intersection. Right? So this time, we try to find the probability of B prime intersection Y prime. If I use the De Morgan's law, what is the B prime intersection Y prime in terms of the B and the Y? B union Y, and then B union Y, and then complement, right? By one of the De Morgan's law, we know this is the intersection of the complements is equal to the complement of the union. So now this guy, by the rule 6, you have the 1 minus the probability of the B union Y, and then this is 1 minus, we got this in the part A, 20%, right? So 1 minus the 20%, and then you get the 80%. Then done.